Jai Mataji. Buongiorno a tutti. Ci alziamo la Kundalini e cediamo 7 banda.
Jai Shri Mataji, good morning and welcome to the morning meditation. We can all raise our Kundalini, give ourselves abandon and do Namaskar to Shri Mataji.
Oggi, durante la meditazione di questa mattina, leggeremo delle affermazioni dalla meditazione di Shri Mataji tenuta a Shuddhi Camps.
We will now recite a short version of the meditation that Shri Mataji had done in Shuddhi Camps in the United Kingdom.
Portiamo la nostra attenzione sul Muladhara Chakra
We can now move our attention to our Muladhara Chakra
e cantiamo il mantra Shri Ganesha.
and say the mantra to Shri Ganesha.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha.
Ora possiamo chiudere gli occhi, portare la mano destra sul cuore sinistro e ringraziare il nostro spirito.
We can all close our eyes and place our left hand on our spirit, thanking our spirit.
Poi preghiamo. Fa che la luce dell'amore del divino si diffonda in tutto il mondo.
We can pray, let this light of my love of the divine spread to the whole world.
Poi portiamo la mano destra sul nostro nabi sinistro
Now put your right hand in the upper part of your abdomen.
e qui preghiamo. Fa che Vishwa, Nirmala Dharma si diffonda nel mondo intero. Fa che la gente veda la luce attraverso la nostra rettitudine. Fa che la gente veda e accetti Vishwa Nirmala Dharma con la quale avrà l'illuminazione, una vita benevola superiore e il desiderio di ascendere.
And now we can pray, let Vishwa Nirmala Dharma spread in the whole world. Let the people see the light through our dharmic life, through our righteousness.
Poi portiamo la mano sul nostro svadhisthana sinistro.
Now we can put our hand to the left Svadhisthana.
E qui chiediamo, fa che io sia competente ed esperto della conoscenza del divino, in modo da poter dare la realizzazione del sé.
this is a center of pure knowledge. Let me be proficient and an expert in this knowledge so that I can give realization to people.
Poi saliamo con la nostra mano sul cuore.
We can now move our hand to our left heart.
E qui chiediamo: fa che il mio cuore si espanda e vada oltre l'intero universo e nel mio amore risuoni il nome di Dio.
And here we can say, let my heart expand and encompass the whole universe.
Portiamo la mano destra sul nostro Vishuddhi.
We can now take our left hand to our left Vishuddhi.
Fa che la mia collettività diventi così grande che tutto Saja Yoga sia la mia famiglia.
Here we can say, let my collectivity become so great that the whole Sahaja Yoga race is my family.
Saliamo sull'Agnya Chakra.
We can now move our hand to the Agya Chakra.
Madre, fa che vi sia umiltà nel mio cuore, fa che realizzi il perdono.
Here we can say, let there be humility in my heart and work out this feeling of forgiveness.
Poi arriviamo al Sahasrara.
We now will move our hand to our Sahasrara Chakra.
Madre, grazie mille per la realizzazione del sé e grazie mille per farci salire sempre più in alto.
We can thank Sri Mataji for the self-realization and thank you Sri Mataji very much for raising us higher.
Live in your own world that you are a saint now, I am in Niranand. That's not possible. You can't just be in Niranand. You have to know that you have to live in this world. And you have to know all the problems of this world. And you have to think about them, not only your problems, that mother, how will I be able to do this and how will I be able to do that? But you have to worry about the whole world. You have to think what's happening in the world. What are the problems of the world? You are responsible for that. Not only that, but you have to pray. In your prayers, you have to say, Mother, solve this problem. Collectively, individually, you have to take your attention from yourself, from your smaller life, to a much wider thing. Then you are a saint. And you have to think that it is your duty to ask for divine help, that all these problems should be solved. This is your job for which you are selected. Your asking is going to work out because, as you know, I am desireless. You have to desire for it. Whatever you desire will work out. The protection, the affection, the compassion of Mother is with you. But you have to look after this world and show the concern that you have. not to live with a very limited areas and with a very limited ways. Like now the British think, British are here, all right, UK problems are our problems. No. Your problems extend to all the places wherever there is Sahaja Yoga. And you have to worry about all of them. Now we are having, say, problems in Australia. And there's somebody who is very troublesome. So you have to see to it that, thank you, you have to see to it that you beat that person with shoes and put that right. Your leader has to tell you whom to beat with the shoes. And work it out. Whether it is in Australia, whether it is in America, whether it is in India, anywhere, you see that there's a problem on Sahaja Yoga, there's an assault on Sahaja Yoga, all of you should put your attention to it and work it out. Then there are general problems, as you see. See, we see that America is now becoming idiotic, or whatever you may say. So you have to put your attention to America. You have to stretch your attention outside, not inside. Just worried about yourself, about your family, about your house, about your children. As soon as you spread your attention outside, your problems are solved in the house. In the smaller circle, they are solved. You have to pay attention outside. Now these days there are televisions, where first we had said don't see any televisions, because there was no use saying television by Sahaja Yogis. When they saw the television, they only got caught up. But now there are important things that are happening which you can see for yourself. You can scan it out, what are the world problems, and you can see for yourself where you have to put your attention. You should become aware of your personality. It's not a personality that can be completely involved into a very small area. Your personality such should get involved into all the problems of the universe, all the problems there are, and you'll be amazed that everything can work out in a very collective way. And at this stage, when you can see for yourself now, all the Sahaja Yogis have got vibrations on top of their heads. Would like to have a look, all of you? Just see, all of you, sitting in Ganpati. So stretch out your vibrations, stretch out your attentions, and you'll be amazed that all other stupid problems that you have will be finished. Now have a look. Let the children see first of all. Just see. You all have vibrations on top of your head. Please pick up the child which is crying. You see, just. What's the matter? She's tired, I think. All right, sit down. Sit down, sit down. Come along, sit down. Turn round. Hello, Stunya. Please put your face this side. Hello? Sit down. No. Sit down, all of you. Be sensible. Let them grow, I tell you. I'm just waiting for them to grow. So the attitude towards ourselves should be to be aware of our own glory, of our own position, to know that we are saints, that we have reached a stage where we are at the highest. And that now we have become the light and we have to give light to others. If you see in the Bible, Christ has said something which is very important, that you don't put the light under the table. That's what it is. You have to put the light on a pedestal. And that's what it is, that you have to put your light on the citadel at a very highest point to give light to others. And this is working both ways. If you start understanding what you are, what you have to be aware of, what is your situation, what is your powers, what you have achieved in Sahaja Yoga, what is the debt you have towards Sahaja Yoga, and what you have to give for Sahaja Yoga. How Sahaja Yoga has made you so capable, so good, so nice. Are you righteous enough? Are you behaving properly? Are you doing all the rightful things which are necessary? Because it is only you who can do it. You are the people with a very, very special energies and special contacts with the spiritual life. And if you start behaving like all other mundane, nonsensical people, limiting yourself to a family, your children, your nonsensical previous lives, you'll be lost. Lost to yourself and lost to everyone. The problems are much more than what you know about. That is the understanding you have to reach, that Mother has made us yogis. We are saints. And we have to show to the world the right path. She has told us that we are the light. And we have to show to people which way to go, how to go further. Instead of that, everybody seems to be a problem, seems to be in a very small little whirlpool going round and round and round. How can that be? I have told you many times, look at these false gurus. They have no vibrations, they don't know anything about Kundalini, nothing about Sahaja Yoga. But how much they are doing? While what are we doing? We are struggling still with ourselves and with our problems, with our own ideas, with our very small-mindedness and chicken-heartedness. Now it is for you to understand. It is for you to decide about yourself. It is your own desire, it is your own bigness, your own magnanimity which has to come forward. To see for yourself what you are capable of, what you can do. It's very easy for people to say that, oh Mother, it's too much, I can't do anything about it. Or somebody to say that, Mother, I'm busy with my family. Or somebody to say, I'm busy with my children. You have come to Sahaja Yoga for that. I have given you realization for that. All these blessings have come to you for that. So the consolidation that you have to do is very important. You can see it clearly. That's why we could not have any public programs, because we really need consolidation in UK. Though I have lived in UK for so many years, people take me for granted here. Because I am here, because I am staying here, they think if we go to the airport, finished. We have done all the Hajj, everything. We've been to the airport, we've seen Mother, finished. What's the use of seeing me? What have I given you? Is your light spreading? How many people have got realization from you? Just find out how many people have learned Sahaja Yoga from you. All from your lives, all from your wisdom, all from your behavior. That is the way. That is the criteria. It's not that, all right, I have sent Mother her money for her travel. That's not sufficient. At my age, from India, if you see any lady at my age, she walks with a stick. She can't climb even one step. Indian women can't because of the heat that they have. But I'm traveling, you know how much I'm traveling, how much I'm doing. What about my family? I deprive them of my company. I deprive my husband of my company. Everybody is just without me. I'm traveling every day. You know that very well. And I'm working so very hard. Sometimes I sleep at 2 o'clock, sometimes at 3 o'clock. This time, Harsh was with me. And I saw him, he was fagged out. So I was saying, you people do only relay race. I'm in Australia, all right. Australians are working. I'm in Austria, then Austrians are working. Then they are having a nice time there. I'm in UK, all right. Little bit in UK, little work done. Then they all sit down nicely, enjoy. What about me? I am having a marathon. In the same way you have to feel. After all, what is my gain in it? What do I gain out of it? I gain something. I have brought my children back to normal conditions. I have taken them to the kingdom of God. You have to do the same. You have to take them to the kingdom of God. But if you yourself are involved into your own mires, you'll be every day going down and down and down and down. I may shout, I may say anything, it will not go into your heads. It will never click with you. You'll be all stranded wherever you are because you don't want to say. For that, I would say, you have one advantage, especially in UK. You are all very intelligent people. You have intelligence, no doubt. You are not idiots like Americans. You are intelligent. This intelligence became cunningness once upon a time. And now you are tired of your cunning. Indians have learned the cunning from you. They have become really very cunning. But you are tired of your cunningness, so now you are tired, fed up, fagged out, and lethargic. But with your intelligence, you can understand that this is such an important work our mother is doing. You'll go down in the history. Every word you say, everything you say, every way you behave, everything is going to go down in the history. Not how many children you produced or what sort of a wife you have, but what you did for such. Remember that. History is going to record everything, whatever you have done, and whatever you have achieved in such. It's not showing off. It's not just demonstration. It's not talking big. It's nothing of the kind. It's actually, really, totally, what you have achieved is the point. Will be recorded. At least God knows hypocrisy and God knows bombastic temperaments. It's God who knows where you are and what you are up to. You cannot befool God. One thing you must realize. But when you are befooling God, you are befooling yourself, your spirit, your realization, your own ascent. So we have to be careful. As a mother, I would say, try to be introspecting yourself very carefully. What have we done for Sahaja Yoga? What have we done for other people who are drifting? What have been our behavior towards other Sahaja Yogis? How much peace and love and compassion we have given to others? How much understanding and tolerance we have shown to others? If somebody gets here a little more money, he becomes so bombastic, he becomes so aggressive, he becomes so rude. I can't believe it. How can money lure you into these vices? You are not ordinary people. You are the saints whose feet were washed by the river Ganges. Try to understand your glory. Try to understand your own powers, your own position, as saintly people, Sahajogis, which are above all the saints, because you know how to give realization, you know everything about Kundalini, you know everything about realization. How many people knew about it? Otherwise, I start thinking I have given all this knowledge to some bunch of fools who do not know what is the value. As Christ has said, don't throw pearls before the swines. I don't think I have done that mistake. I cannot believe I have done that mistake, that I have thrown pearls before swines. I have not done it. But it is for you to decide where you stand in what category. It is so obvious that it's a very precarious time we are passing through. It's very important we have to fight it out. It's much more than any wars you have fought. It's much more than any struggle human beings ever had. It's such a horrible world that is being created, and we have to transform it. It's a tremendous task. For that, you have to work out in a very sincere and an innate manner. And I'm sure one day will come that in the history of this world, Sahajogis will have their names written with golden letters. I'm sure this will work out. I'm sure this has to work out, and that you all have to achieve it. Collectively, with one mind, with one heart, what should I sacrifice? What should I do? How should I help? What is my contribution? I wish I could see those days in my lifetime.
Possiamo alzarci in piedi.
We can all stand up.
Manteniamo la nostra attenzione sul Sahasrara Chakra e andiamo a cantare i 3 mantra del Sahasrara.
Keeping our attention on Sahasrara Chakra, we can recite the 3 great mantras.
Possiamo alzarci la Kundalini, darci 7 bandha.
We can all raise our Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan.
Vi auguriamo una buona giornata. Jai Shri Mataji.
Wishing you all a pleasant day, Jai Shri Mataji.